we will continue on with today's post-race media availability for the 47th Annual Pure Michigan 400. And we're joined by the owners of the number 42 Target Chevrolet, Chip Ganassi and Rob Kauffman. Chip, this ends a wins drought of 99 races extending back to Jamie McMurray's win on October 20th, 2013 at Talladega. How sweet is this moment for you?
Yeah, pretty sweet. I remember when I got into this business, James Finch told me it took 100 races before these drivers could figure it out. So thank God we beat the triple digits by one.
Good deal. Rob, how about for you to be able to come in and enjoy Victory Lane as part of this ownership group as well?
Friggin' awesome. Guys did an amazing job. They've been really close. Finally get it across the line. That's terrific. It's been a strong summer for they've been working their butts off, and it's really great to see the success.
Good deal. We're going to open the floor to questions. We're going to start up front here with Lee Spencer and work our way around the room.
Chip, we all kind of sat there and thought, you know, it's just a matter of when. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. It was just a matter of when. But it, you know, he's been close so many times. Don't you think that this is just the start of something that's, I heard you say earlier that will snowball from here, but I mean, the kid just has such immense talent, and I think we've all seen it throughout the course of his development.
Yeah, thanks, Lee. I think, you know, yeah, no question the kid has talent and that he can drive. And, you know, we just had we had to put a weekend together, if you will. You know, I mean, these weekends start on Friday morning. You know, you're working on Friday morning every session. You got to get the most out of each day, out of each session. You know, you have to have good pits. You got to have, a pit that I'd like to see some statistic. The last time somebody won a race that didn't have an opening in the pits or something like that, or like things like that. I mean, those little things are so important. And yeah, I mean, Kyle, everybody knew it was a matter of just when. And but like that we've been second plenty of times, and it's just that I can't tell you how much respect I have for the people on the team that do the work, and that hung in there and kept me in the game as well. And it's easy to change things in business. People talk about change management all the time and change. And people, it's easy to change and say, "Oh, let's get somebody new and we'll change." I think it's a lot harder to have the fortitude as a team to say, "Hey, we have all the pieces. We have all the stuff. We're going to hang in there and just keep massaging what we have and work with that." And my hat's off to Target for hanging in there with us, to Hendrick Engines for the great engines they provide, and the great support Chevrolet gives us. It's amazing. And then on all the partners on the team, on all the sponsors are really part of a group that makes that makes our little company a success. It's very important.
Go next here to Bob.
Bob Hawkers, ESPN. Chip, where do you see kind of Larson as? I mean, do you see him as kind of the foundation of the future of your NASCAR program?
Bob, I think as you know, I mean, I think I know this. I've developed a great relationship with Kyle, and when he came to our team, it was people say, well, he'll hang around for a couple years and then he'll go to a team where he can win, and that wasn't the case at all. And we had his contract came up one time, and I said, "What do you think about these other teams who are talking to you?" And he said, I'll never forget. He said they all had a shot at me the first time around. They passed, and so, to say he's the foundation of the team, sure. I mean, any time you have a young guy come along that's winning, can win, you want to rally around that. But it takes a lot of things these days to build your team and keep your team together. And I can tell you, a day like today goes a long way to being the
we're going to go upstairs.
That mortar in between all the bricks, that keeps everything pulled together. It's a big day today.
So you don't expect him to leave anytime soon?
I don't expect him to leave anytime soon, no.
We're going to leave this room and go upstairs to the press box for a question.
Question for Robert Kauffman, Wolfgang Monza, Rennsport Press Agency. Rob, can you maybe specify your business position with Chip Ganassi? Is it just concentrating on the NASCAR team, or also you're involved in IndyCar and sports car team, GT Racing?
Well, as long as I don't have to submit my W-2s. I'm a partner with Chip and Felix, and proud to be one. I'm partners in all the businesses. The IndyCar team is separate, and that's probably as much detail as this is about Kyle and the team winning, not about my financial position. But thanks for the question anyway.
Thank you for the answer.
Any additional questions downstairs for these gentlemen? Go back to Bob.
What would it mean, Chip, if you can get both cars in the chase right now? It looks like Kyle Larson or McMurray's.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously our goal. You know, that was the goal at the beginning of the season. So we're, you know, we still have some work to do there. I mean, we got Jamie in, but just by the skin of his teeth. So we'll, you know, we got to keep working at that with a few to go here. You know, 2 to go now, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what we do. You know, that's what we try to do every day, and you know, that's what we work towards, and that's the goal. Yeah.
That's been a while. I mean, I'm trying to think when's the last time you had
2 cars in the chase? It's been a while, like never. Right. That's a while. Never's a while. Yeah. Yeah.
Go to the left of Mike.
Chip, Mike at the
Yes.
Free Press.
Mike.
Kyle showed a lot of heart on the racetrack, and he showed a lot of heart afterwards with his dedication to Brian, who drove for you at one
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
He's a class act. What did you think of you know, his words?
That's Kyle. You know, I mean, it's the same thing. Whether it's his friends, like you know, whether it's Brian or Stenhouse, or you know, and even going back, you know, I go back to, I think of, like today, I think about days like at Dover, you know, where we finished second there behind Matt, you know, and he was up alongside Matt, and everybody said, why didn't you hit him, or why didn't you do this, or why didn't you do that? And that's Kyle, you know, and I think it's important to understand that, you know, these guys are not, you know, robots. You know, we want to cookie cutter them all into saying, you know, he's this and this guy's that and this driver's that and this team is this and this team is that, and it's really, they're all different. They're all different. They're all different personalities, and I couldn't be more proud of how he's developed over the last couple years in Cup and you know, in the series. Yeah.
Any additional questions? Come back to Lee.
Kyle thinks he's got a really good shot in the chase. The track's coming up for him.
Yeah.
What does Ganassi Racing have to do as an organization to support that quest?
Yeah, that's a good question, Lee. We have to dig deep. We have to dig deep and work hard, like every other team's going to be doing. You know, like you said, he thinks those are good tracks for him. We think they're good tracks, and you know, he's shown before he knows his way around Miami, so that's always good to be good at the last of the final track. And you know, he's a shootout kind of guy, and a lot of those races turn into shootouts. You know, you're not so much racing the entire field in those races a lot of times. So, you know, I look forward to it. You know, Jamie's had some experience in the chase, but Kyle has not. But I think he's the kind of driver that chase is made for. I think that format, I should say, is made for.
Do you think your IndyCar background and as many championships as you have battled for will help transfer over to the NASCAR side as well?
I don't know. I think, you know, I hope so. I think anytime that the organization does well, there's some rub off to the other groups within the team, and you know, it's down to the people, and you know, we're very, very fortunate to have great people on the team. That's what it takes. That's the only difference. Everybody has all the stuff, you know. All the stuff. Everybody has it all. You know, I mean, it's down to the people and the decision making by those people. A lot of times, you know, you don't have time when the car's coming down pit lane. You don't have time for a meeting. You know, you gotta react. You gotta go. So.
Come up front to Jeff.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today.
Yeah,
Chip,
hi, Jeff.
when Kyle was wrecked on the last lap at Watkins Glen, so many points disappeared, At the same time, you guys hadn't won in a few years, so it didn't really look good for him to make the chase. At that point, did you feel like this was still a possibility, or did you think maybe it's not going to happen this year?
Until all possibilities are exhausted, it's always a possibility. And I think that's how you have to be in racing. I wouldn't be the first to tell you, Jeff, that we all know anything can happen. And, yeah, we were disappointed that day. But, days like today, I was saying to Rob a few minutes ago, it clears a lot of things off your desk that, that have been percolating or so I think, yeah, I mean, as long as there's a possibility, there's always a possibility. And that's what we as racers, we hang on to every single little possibility because we know anything can happen. And that's what's great about this sport.
Gentlemen.
That's your quote. A million things could happen, only one is good.
Right.
Well, gentlemen, we hope many good things are to come for this race team, and congratulations again on the win.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
Congratulations.